Hi, my name is Daniel Ransom. I am CCA's Instructional Services Librarian, and I'm going to talk today about VoiceThread, an interactive media player. This is a tool you can use to record lectures or host critiques of creative work, or have students use to give presentations and share their projects. With VoiceThread, users can upload pictures, videos, slideshow presentations, or other media files, and add video or audio or text comments. Other users can then add their own comments or questions, creating a collaborative dialogue. It functions as an asynchronous, collaborative, interactive platform for discussing visual content. Your CCA account serves as your VoiceThread account. You can access VoiceThread by going to cca.voicethread.com or by clicking on the link in your Moodle dashboard. I'm just going to sign in real quick. It recognized me actually without going through the sign in after I clicked the sign in button because it was recognizing the fact that I was signed in on Moodle. It's just transferring over. So now that I'm here, I can create my own VoiceThread by clicking Create. I have the option to upload images, videos, or PowerPoint files. I can create an introductory video by choosing webcam video. So however I want to arrange my particular VoiceThread. I'm going to go ahead and add images that I have downloaded on my computer. I'll go to my downloads. These are the images that I'm going to use. Upload them. Now that I've created the VoiceThread by uploading some images, it gives me the opportunity to name my VoiceThread. Let's see. And enter a description. I can always edit these later, so if I'm not exactly sure what I want to put in these fields, I can make changes after the fact. Now that I have created it, I can go ahead and start adding my commentary. I go to click Comment, and it will take me to the first image that I uploaded. From here, I would click this plus symbol, and I have a few different choices for what I wanted to upload in terms of my comment. I could just type a text comment by clicking on the letters. Click Save, and it will now appear over here on the left. Somebody can hover over it and see what my comment was. I can also record a video comment. If it's the first time that I'm using VoiceThread, I might get a message like this. VoiceThread wants to use your microphone and camera. You need to allow that in order for this to work. I'll get a little countdown clock. And now I'm recording my comment. While I'm recording a comment, I can also use these annotation tools to maybe draw attention to something in particular that I wanted my students to focus on, for instance. Then I can click Stop Recording. It will play back what I just recorded, so I can make sure that it's reasonable. I'll just click Save so we don't have to listen to me talking to me in my video. But you'll see now it's finalizing the save on that particular comment. If I didn't like how it turned out, I could just delete it, do a new one. I could do that even the next day, right? I can come back, continue editing it, add additional comments, delete or rearrange existing comments. If I decided that I wanted the text comment to come after the video comment, I can just rearrange them at any time. So I have all of the freedom and flexibility of adjusting things as I go. I could go on to my next slide. I could create additional comments for this one. And then other users who I've shared this VoiceThread with can actually record their own comments, responses, questions. They can do it with the same tools. They could do a text comment. They could do a video comment, anything that they want to do. That's one of the ways in which this becomes an interactive platform. Another advantage of using something like VoiceThread is that, especially if you're doing a longer recording, like you wanted to record an entire lecture, for instance, the great thing is for each slide, for each image that you put in here, you're recording those comments for just that slide alone. So unlike doing a Zoom recording where you might feel you need to start over if you mess up 10 minutes into creating your video, each little segment, each little comment, if you mess up, you just recreate that one and everything else that you've already created is still there. So it is a little easier to create a longer form of content like a lecture. You can upload an entire PowerPoint file on that same screen where I uploaded these individual images. And by doing that, it'll load in each slide of that PowerPoint as an image that you could record a comment to. So that would be the most straightforward way to create a video lecture using VoiceThread. Once I'm done recording comments for the slides that I have, I can click the X, come back to this screen. Again, I could edit the name, edit the description, I could add cover art, I can do other things at this point. I can even rearrange the order in which these slides appear. So at any time I can edit or adjust what I've got. In order to share, I've got a few different options. I could add it to a group. So if I've created a group, for instance, a class, I could create a group for a class. You could have every student in a class create their own VoiceThreads if they're talking about their own work. Maybe you're using this tool for their critiques. And then they could put those VoiceThreads in a group so that everybody in the class could find them. That's one way to use it. You could also just get a link to this VoiceThread. You can put that link in Moodle. You can even embed the entire VoiceThread inside of Moodle. So somebody can just click and view the VoiceThread without ever having to even leave Moodle. If you're interested in doing that, just write to helpdesk@cca.edu to get instructions for how you would do the embedding of a VoiceThread in Moodle. Finally, you can also export a Moodle. This will export it as a video file. Once it's a video file, you do lose the ability to interact with it because now it's just a static video. But that can be a useful way to share it with students as well, especially the kind of more lecture content as opposed to the critiques that you would want to be interactive. So definitely encourage you to play around a little bit with VoiceThread, try and get comfortable with it. See how you might want to use it. You can always check in with us with any additional questions. You will want to note that it does not work in the Safari browser, so just make sure you're using Firefox or Chrome or some other browser that it does work with. And again, if you have any questions, just write helpdesk@cca.edu and we are happy to help you out.